Hey, it's Rebecca Smith from the KBIA newsroom in Columbia, and it's time for Missouri Health Talks, a project where we listen in on Missourians' conversations about access to healthcare. This week we hear from Sara Humm with Columbia Boone County Public Health and Human Services. She spoke about the continued presence of COVID-19 throughout Missouri and about some of the ways people can do their best to keep their family, friends, and community safe during the holiday season. Here's Sara.
I hear people often say that they're over it. They're done with COVID, and it's like, yeah, we all are. Nobody wants to be doing this anymore. But it's important that we do, because we all likely have people in our lives who, for whatever reason, are at a higher risk, whether that be young children or someone who can't get vaccinated or someone who has a health condition that makes them high risk. And so really it's about taking care of each other and those people that you know and love and those people who you don't know, especially for people who are medically fragile, who, if they do get COVID, it could be very severe for them. And that's scary. I think at this point, most of us probably know at least one person who has died due to COVID. And for some people, they've had multiple people in their lives and family members, and that's really hard. And so that is an emotional part for a lot of people who have experienced that. And maybe for people who haven't experienced that, that's maybe hard to relate to. But a year ago, we were under health orders here in Boone County. This holiday season, we are not. However, we do still recommend that folks follow those CDC guidelines for reducing that risk of transmission. So those things, of course, would be vaccination, masking, social distancing, hand washing. But then, if you're not feeling well, even if you have some mild symptoms, maybe stay home. I know that's not what people want to hear around the holidays, is to avoid their friends and family, but that might be the best option if you aren't feeling well, to not spread any illness to those who you might be around, so that you can keep them safe and healthy as well. So here right now, Delta continues to be the dominant variant that is seen in Boone County and throughout really the state of Missouri, which can be, of course, concerning, because if it's more easily transmissible, especially with these upcoming holidays, and also with the weather. People tend to gather inside versus outside, and so more chances for that transmission to happen. And really thinking about, well, it can feel really comfortable to be in a room with friends and family who haven't seen in a while. Making sure that you're doing what you can to make sure everyone can stay as safe and healthy as possible. And whether that be, if you're hosting a gathering and you want to make it mandatory that people who are age eligible have been vaccinated, or you want to require people to wear masks, that is something, though, that if you plan to host a gathering that does have certain guidelines like that, encourage you to please have that conversation with folks ahead of time, because that is not a surprise that you should spring on someone as they walk into your door. So making sure that those expectations are known first before people actually arrive.
That was Sara Humm with Columbia Boone County Public Health and Human Services, speaking about how people can keep themselves, as well as their family and friends, safe and healthy during the holiday season. That's it for this week's Missouri Health Talks. Tune in next week for more conversations from throughout the state about health and access. I'm Rebecca Smith. Thanks for listening.